So the U.S. is now officially at war with Iran. Sanctions have been implemented for months now. We just had the latter embargo sanctions come into effect early last week on a Sunday. So it is here. It is official, and this has to be getting clear in the minds of millions of people around the world. I mean, take a look how we're still involved in three wars, three official wars in the Middle East right now. Iraq, Afghanistan, Libya, and now Iran. Are you saying this isn't just a country-by-country, play-by-play, but this is a larger regional world war? So why are we in these places? Why are we there? I mean, where do we go from here? Where does the economy go from here? Nouriel Roubini came out earlier today, said that the perfect storm is brewing, that not only is the war with Iran now accelerating, but that we're seeing tepid growth prospects overseas, namely in emerging markets, counting on growth from places like China that isn't even there. Now, the United States doesn't have growth. We have sustained high levels of unemployment, slow growth, and we need a bailout or a stimulus package or a quantitative easing every week. Every week to keep this economy and this phony, propped-up stock market afloat. So where do we go from here? I mean, what are the possible outcomes from here? Iraq, Afghanistan, Libya, now Iran, and coming Syria. To a theater near you, 2012, this summer. This is a bloody, deadly war that will only result in a greater cataclysm that's going to cost many people's lives, that has already costed our economy. And why? How have we gotten here? How have people like the former CEO, Mr. Diamond of Barclays, taken the people down the rabbit hole this far? The corruption's there. We see the corruption all the time. In the case of Diamond, he was influencing and manipulating LIBOR, the London Interbank offered rate, throughout the entire 2008 financial crisis, manipulating it so that they could suck more profits from the public, so that they could suck more profits to their firm. And now they're talking about, well, hey, they might go after Diamond and claw back some $20 million worth of compensation. Like, that should even be an issue. They're talking compensation. This guy should be in federal pound-me-in-the-ass prison, but no, they're talking about clawbacks. Because this is where we are here in the good old U.S. of A. The good old U.S. of tyranny. So this is where we are. And the rabbit hole keeps digging deeper. People say that preppers, those that are preparing for economic collapse, or just maybe even thinking about it, just putting the two dots together and going, hey, something doesn't smell right here. Something doesn't look right here. It isn't adding up. Where do we go from here? What can our leaders possibly do for us at this point? We're living through the economic collapse now. It's funny, people still call it a recession. Still call it a recession when this has been going on since 2008. 2008! No growth, no unemployment, and an accelerating war in the Middle East. None of it's gone away, it's only gotten worse. People talk about this has all been a part of the plan. Sometimes I reference it as the intelligent design, behind the veil that is puppeteering the Obamas and the Romneys of the world to push us down this path. And I believe that. And, a lot of you believe that as well. I mean, what is clear is that our president doesn't run the show. Our president doesn't make the decisions. He is simply the pawn to corporate America. He's the one that is bought and paid for. I mean, take a look how much the president makes, for example. What does he make? I'm not even sure the exact figure, but I think it's about, $400,000 a year or something like that. That's nothing. That's nothing. No wonder he's got to bend over to corporate America and take it from them. No wonder he's got to play into the big money and the lobbyists, because that's the only guarantee of personal satisfaction and personal wealth himself. How else is Obama, let's say he gets out in 2012, how else is he going to cut all these book deals and cut the deals with the press and cut the deals with corporate America so he can, position his family for a tens of $million lifestyle post the presidency? You see, that in itself, the incentive package, shows why they are geared and why they are bought and paid for by corporate America. If anything, we should incentivize the president. The president should make $10, $20, $30 million a year like a baseball player, or, a high-paid business person. At least then he can make his own decisions and not have to think about money necessarily, the money he's going to get from all these outside influences. So where do we go from here, America? What can our leadership possibly do from here but bring us to war, but to accelerate the collapse, but to take us down that path of self-destruction? And what is clear, what is abundantly clear is there is no other option, America. There is no other freaking option. The only option is war. So you know what, maybe I gotta be the first one to say it, but the Iran war has already officially started. The war in Syria has already officially began. We are just waiting for the mainstream headlines. Boom, we're gonna see it. Boom, we're gonna see it. War with Iran has begun. We're gonna see the strafing, just like we saw in Iraq. We're gonna see the Hellfire missiles, you know, with the night vision goggles and the cameras. It's all coming soon. It's all coming soon. You heard it here first, America. I'm Christopher Green. You're watching Green Wave TV, alternative media television, and I just deliver the Daily Wave. Hard-hitting and in your face, America.
وهذا صاروخ أمامي يمر عبر الأجواء، أراه بعيني يخترق ليصيب الهدف، ولكن لا نعلم إلى أين اتجه وإلى أي مكان سيصيب.